Vinney Chopra, a man who took $7 to a portfolio of over $250 million in apartment investing. He mentors and coaches to make apartment syndication easy. Each week, he will share his expertise, tricks, trades, and golden nuggets how to master the art of syndication to bring cash flow streams to your business, to change your life for the better. Here is Mr. Smiles.
Hi guys, welcome to Syndication Made Easy with your host, Vinney Chopra, and co-host, Alicia Dubral. We're excited to have you guys here on the show and learning about apartment syndication. Vinney, hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing excellent, Alicia. This is New Year 2020. I just can't. I'm so fired up. I'm telling you, got dressed up for my show this morning, for Friday morning show.
Love it.
And then we said, let's crush, our podcast also. So welcome everybody. And again, this is Vinney and Alicia back live for you for the next decade. Actually, we're going to talk about what you can accomplish, not just in 2020. I believe that we can really plan our life for the next 10 years. I'm telling you, we're going to talk about it.
Love it. Love it. And God knows that you are a man with drive. So I don't ever see you sitting still. So he's definitely the go-to motivation person, motivation speaker. You can always check out our podcast, our motivational podcast also. And if you want to get a hold of Vinney to learn from him, you can text learn to 474747. Or if you want to be a passive investor and get into the syndication world and don't want to have to do any of the work, you can invest with them by texting invest to 2020. So Vinney, today I want to talk to you about loan qualification.
2020 to 4747.
Oh, 2020 to 4747.
Exactly.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'll put that in the show notes. So anybody who's here, that you can just log right here. You'll see the show notes below, and you'll have the the contact information. But today, Vinney, I'm going to talk to you about something that is a little bit scary, I think, for most people, especially because when it comes to apartment syndication, the loans are larger than it would be for just like a fix and flip or, even just to buy a home, So let's talk about loan qualifications and what it takes to be an investor and actually, take the business to the next level. So you mentioned in your #1 international best-selling book, Apartment Syndication Made Easy, which I have right here. Right next to me. I have like 10 of them right next to me.
Do I have
here it is.
one?
Here we go.
I think I might have one around here too. I do.
So I took this straight out of your book. So talk to me about the big elephant.
Yeah, the big elephant. You're so right. Let me just talk to everybody. I have students in my academy. I talk to so many other people, like when I travel and all. Alicia, a lot of them say, Vinney, we want to buy investment. We want to buy apartments. And one of the big elephant in the room, we don't want to talk about many times. They're saying, oh yeah, I'm doing LOIs. I'm doing underwritings, but guess
Can you explain to the audience what an LOI is?
Yeah, sure. I would love to. LOI is the letter of intent, Alicia. So for example, if you are looking for an apartment building, let's say 4-plex, 5-plex, 12-plex, even 20-unit building, right? Let's just talk elementary. And there we start looking at their numbers, financials, we call it, the P&L, the profit and loss statement, the rent roll, which is the RR, to look at, does it make sense to purchase it? Mm-hmm. And then the next thing is we say to the seller, I'm going to write you this 1 page or 2 pages of letter of intent, LOI, we call it in our language, which means it's the terms I want to willing to pay to buy your property. Could be anything, right? 5-plex. See, up to 4-plex is residential in USA. 5 units or more is commercial in USA, right? So whatever.
I did not know that. I've been doing syndication with you for like 6 months, and I didn't know that. I didn't know. So if it's 5 units or above, it's considered multifamily.
It's commercial, right?
Commercial or multifamily, whatever.
Now I'm a California broker, active California broker, even though I don't buy or sell properties, but I just want to get to know the whole scheme of things when I started into multifamily about 12 years back. So the good part is that one big elephant, like we are talking about, is the loan qualification and loan amount. And that is a very big thing because you don't want to waste brokers' time. You don't want to go ahead and do all these underwritings of whatever property you come across.
Spinning your wheels, basically.
Exactly, spinning the wheels like a hamster, like they're staying right there. So you want to talk to a commercial loan broker. Loan broker.
Ooh, I like that. We're going to do a podcast just on that one alone.
Yes, exactly. We should do it because see, the thing is the commercial loan brokers who are in multifamily, in office space, whatever you're buying, mobile home parks, all those things, you should go to the specialist who is going to teach you the ropes. If you're trying to
especially if you're new in the business.
Exactly. Don't fake it. Guys, if you fake things, people see through you and they are not going to like it. They're going to drop you like a, drop it like a tomato or a, orange or whatever, because the thing, and you really smashed. No, I'm just kidding. But see, the thing is,
it feels like it does because there's such big numbers and it's a lot of pressure when you get into multifamily, I think.
It is totally, it's mind boggling. As a matter of fact, I do want to declare something to the audience again. Okay. As I go and start signing books all over USA, I've been asked, Vinney, how can I syndicate? How can I syndicate? I wrote the book, Apartment Syndication Made Easy, to make it simple, but it's not that simple. So maybe I have to write a book now, Apartment Syndication Not Made Easy.
Yeah, right?
Well, I'm realizing that not everybody has the gumption and the desire and all the facilities to become that. That's why I'm breaking my whole academy. I wanted to announce it to all the students and all the followers and investors that I'm breaking it into 5 academies, and the good part is the 5 academies will be, one is to buy your first apartment. Like I bought 14 units for $180,000. See,
that's a good deal.
So that's a good deal, which is 12 years back. But now also you could buy something like that or maybe twice the price. But the thing is, lot of people are starting out. So that's what my first academy is now, elementary, just to kind of teach people, how to buy your first apartment. Second one is with joint venture. So in other words, not doing syndication, but just getting, a family member together to
wait, you're breaking down my interview because I was going to ask you about that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then the third one is passively investing. I'm finding a lot of my investors are saying, Vinney, you know what? I'm busy in my
I don't want
I would
get my hands dirty.
I'm doing well. I have this much money in the retirement funds, this much in savings, and I want to passively invest. Could you teach me how should I go about it? So that's my third academy.
Perfect.
The fourth one is the book. So syndication actually at the 4th level. And the 5th part of my academy is the property management side, which is my 5th book in the book.
And that is such key.
Yeah, that's
when it comes to, you can get the deal all you want, but if you're not managing correctly, you are going to lose your, what.
Yes.
So I want to talk to you about when it comes to loan qualifications. You talk about in your #1 international bestselling book, Apartment Syndication Made Easy, you talk about friends and families and personal investors. What do you mean by that? And how does that work?
Beautiful. See, the thing is, you want to get started with the people who trust you, the people who have seen you grow up, the people who have seen you in the community, your next door neighbors, your friends, your family, at the gatherings. They see how honest you are and things, and you can actually learn the business of investing in multifamily. Most people, many times, they might have only single family, experience. They are the ones who may have owned something before and they got really didn't like it because of the ownership, the toilet trash, and tenants and
The three
termites.
T's.
All the things, the T's, But the thing is, you want to change their mind. You want to get into their mind and psychology and share with them why multifamily makes sense, why the millennials are liking portability, why baby boomers, 10,000 a day, baby boomers are retiring in USA. 10,000 of us.
That's
I'm
insane.
already
How do you
retired
know these
age.
numbers?
Pardon, I know. And then the pent-up demand, because the housing was lagging. So a lot of new house, multifamily were never on the platform and all. So there is a demand due to that. And then immigration. So there are 4 forces that are really making that demand for multifamily. But let's talk about qualifying. So family and friends are the best to start with.
What if you don't have that though?
Okay, if you don't have that, then you need to definitely get involved in the social meetup groups, into clubs, into Rotary clubs, Toastmasters club.
To build your reputation,
exactly,
create credibility, and create
totally,
that friendship.
Friendship, it is, you got to, I know a lot of us are not extrovert that much, but the thing is, the more you educate yourself and have a pitch deck, we call it.
Well, we did something on that, but I want to do a complete one on the pitch deck. We did kind of something similar to that last month, but I want to definitely hone in on that. I think that's another one.
That'll be awesome.
Put down.
Let's do that, because as the new year is starting, a lot of people might be jumping into, hey, this is the year I want to jump into multifamily. We can help them very much how to put together a credibility kit, a pitch deck, scripts for the elevator pitch, all those good things, and how to get into the backside of the investor. I recorded 57 lectures, in my academy just to that. And actually somebody commented today in my social media, they said, Vinney, you really got into the backside of the investors. And I said, I appreciate you. In the book, I did that.
Yes.
In my lectures, it's even more elaborate in my academy. So all that, right? Alicia, so the big thing is, that's why I say family and friends. And that's what we are doing also, to ask them if they would like to invest money into the deals that we will be able to find. But guess what? Out of the same circle of family, friends, we might find somebody who's got a high net worth. Okay, that's the word we want to talk about. What is net worth? Net worth is all the assets that we own, and then minus the liabilities. That is the net of the two. It's called the net worth. Just like, self-worth, this is financial worth. That's what it is, So
at the end of the day, what you can afford and what you can't.
What you can. You're so right. Well, that's like buying power also, right? But buying power is a little different than the net worth, because net worth is all your savings, all your assets, like car, automobile, all that, your house, if you own, house, then that's your net worth, the valuation. Money in the stock market will be in the assets, right? If you own some properties, their value will be there, but then liabilities will be the loan or the mortgage balances on those properties, on your single family or double, home. That will be the liability, or any other loans that you're paying, student loans or things like. So there are financial statement. So actually, they are all over the place. One should definitely do a financial statement almost right now, 2020, right away, and try to do it every quarter, update it. I say that because, that way you will be more cognizant of where you are, see? And like when I do mine, I just did mine in December. I had to go through all my bank accounts and stock market accounts and all the, holdings and all that. It's good to do that. Then you see yourself in the mirror. See, that's what I say. The person who will really help you is the person who can give you the raise, who can get you out of the rat race of W-2 job, is the person you meet every day. And that's the person in the mirror when you're doing toothbrush in the morning. That's the boss, and that's you. So you are the CEO of your life.
I love it. So I want to talk about, okay, so what if I'm new into the industry and I don't really have a huge sphere of influence, I don't have a huge amount of investors like you do. What does it take for me to get a bank loan? Because we're talking about multi-million-dollar deals. Okay. So what does it take for me to, as a newbie, to go in and get the loan to secure the property?
Beautiful. I'm so glad you said that. As a rule of thumb, Alicia, is that the loan amount has to be lower than your net worth.
Yours personally, or the investors that you have too? Does it all fall on you as a syndicator?
Personally, the syndicator net worth. Because
so then how does somebody get into it if they have no money and they have no net worth? How do they get into the syndication business besides investing with you?
Yeah, no, very good point. See, you can have one person as key principal, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people.
Oh, okay.
So
that's how you position it.
Exactly. You may not have the money right now, but you have the knowledge and the skills that you're learning. And then you find people in your network, I say not net worth.
Network to get your net worth.
Family, friends, colleagues, associates who may like to also co-sign. The word is co-signing the loan, right? Co-signing the loan as principal so that you are able to add the net worth, your net worth, whatever it is. We all have some net worth, plus somebody else's net worth, plus somebody else's net worth. The total should be more than the loan amount,
Okay.
Yeah. So the newbies, new investors, they might only be able to afford 10 units. That's okay. It's good to get started.
I think if as long as you're getting started, you have to go to 50 units straight up. And as long as you get the ball rolling, because that's going to, acquire more net worth for you in the end.
So true, Alicia. And I say that I had interviewed this week was a pretty busy week for me. A lot of podcasts, my friends wanted to interview me on their show. And I was sharing with them, I bought single family homes, right? Lots of them. We sold them all now. We have 0. Then I bought duplexes and all that. I bought 4 houses on one lot, which we were going to demolish and build a 32-unit apartment complex. Wow. Actually, we sold just all of them also. We didn't want to get into construction. But guess what? I bought 14 units, 14 units for $180,000. That's how my start is. That's where I started. And now you just flip that 14 to make it 41, put 2 more zeros to it. So I'm able to do 4,100 units, guys. 4,100 units. My first property was $180,000.
From 14 to 140. That's amazing.
52 million. We bought the one last June 2019 with Enzo, my partners. We bought 52 million.
That's your Orlando property, right?
Orlando property, right. Then we closed on the 35 million one in December. So we bought $87 million. So it's all in the mindset. If I may talk a little bit today, even though we are talking about loans and qualification, I definitely want to talk everybody because I don't know when it's going to come out, this episode. I would like everybody to do the goal setting. It's so important that we do the goal setting of what went well for me in 2019. First question, if you are writing it down, or if you even email John, Jon, my VP of Academy, John, Jon, at VinneyChopra.com, guys. We'll give it out and email it to you right away. These are fill in the forms and you can do that. My students are doing it. They're loving us because they said, Vinney, we don't take time to really plan our goals and dreams and the whys. So it says, what went well for you in 2019? Please jot it down, only 3 lines. You don't have a whole page to write it. No, I believe in brevity. I believe in intensity. So what did not go well for you 2019? Wow. What went right? What did not go right? You fill this out. Alicia, I'm going to highly recommend you also to fill that. Really?
I actually will. I actually do, because I'm going to rebrand myself for 2020.
Please.
I actually, guys, reach out to John. John's excellent. I've worked with him because I work with Vinney, and he's excellent. And, you know, he could definitely help you guys out. And if you guys want to reach out to him, all the information will be here in the show notes. And then he'll send you over the goal setting. But then I'm definitely going to take that on, because I need it, and I haven't done it because it's been so busy. That, you know, sometimes you don't sit down and really think about what happened last year and what's going to change and how do you do that, which I think that's also something we should do on the motivation side.
You're
motivation
so
podcast.
Right. You're so right. We'll do it. And, you know, with what you learned in 2019, what do you want to change in 2020? That's the third question. And you write down, fill in the form. What do you want to do more of in 2020? And then we write down there at the 4 boxes at the bottom. I just wanted to share 2019 completed goals, 2019 uncompleted goals.
That's good. Yeah.
And
because
then goals for 2020 So this is just one sheet that we designed, right? The other one John and I decided to also do is what's for 2020 focus now. See, that's 19 and 20 we just talked about. But then the second one is, maybe I am doing it on a different podcast, but that's okay. Top 3 goals for 2020, the whys for 2020. That's the huge part. Why are we doing it? What's the reason for us to change just a little bit? We never can change drastically overnight or at all. But then top 3 goals for the Q1. You got to talk about Q1, quarter 1 of 2020. Focus there, top 3 accomplishments, and then it says quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, and daily goals.
Like it. Love it. That's awesome. But I want to get right back into this loan qualifications. I know your time. I know you're busy, and I know that we don't have a lot of time. So, so what are the steps that somebody's taking to get financing?
Okay, beautiful. The big thing is you want to get a loan broker or talk to the commercial loan officer of the local bank. Don't talk to the regular personal banker. No. They have specialized people who are commercial loan brokers within, or designation could be vice president of the local bank. Please sit down with them and go over some ways to ask them how much, what are the interest rates and what do you look for, and, what qualifications and things like that. You're prepared, exactly. And then share with them that you're purchasing multifamily, and would you be the one that I'll be talking to? And as a matter of fact, this will be my very first one. So what should I prepare, right? Okay. So they will be able to give us all the ideas, and they will talk to you and maybe even give you the financial statement, blank one. The loan officer will give you that. I mean, I could provide you too. In our students in the academy, we provide a very nice one, which is very nice, is put, because that's the key to success. Because once we want to qualify for the loan, we need a financial statement, we need some liquidity, and we need a net worth. So those are the 3 things. And of course, the property has to make sense to the bank to loan you money. So you need to really have some knowledge of what you're trying to do with the business plan and all those things, right? Okay.
And then I think my last question is going to be that I pulled out of your #1 international bestselling book that just fell off my desk right here. Whoop, there you go. Yes. Seller financing. What is that?
Oh, it is the best thing and the best thing and the best thing. Let me kind of share, if you are finding difficulty in qualifying for a loan with the bank, or they are really stipulating.
Oh, I like that. We're going to do one podcast just on that alone.
I know, exactly.
Love it.
You know, see, seller financing, just like the word says, Alicia, it's the financing done by the seller, and it's not the bank.
So like, okay, so like they do with homes, like seller financing, or like rent to own kind of type of thing.
Yeah, kind of, because what you're doing now, you're writing a note, a promissory note, it's called, like a bank loan. They have their documentations and everything. In the seller financing, your attorney, real estate attorney, can put together a promissory note where the seller is
will
going
loan
to
you
say,
the money.
I'll give you the loan of the 70%. You bring 30% down. So they got the 30% down payment as the earnest money, right? So the total value of the property minus the down payment that you gave, now the loan is 70% or something. And he might say, I will charge you 5% first year. I'm going to charge you 5% for second year, or 5% third year. In our case, just to let you know, 12 years back or 11 years back, when we bought our first property, nobody wanted to give us loan because I had no track record, literally.
Yes.
So
I like
seller
was
the financing that financed our $2.4 million property, 109 units and 101 storage units together. They were financed by the seller because the banks didn't
want to give you the money because you didn't have any experience
or nothing. But it never stopped us. See, I mean, if I had not done that creative thinking and then be doing that seller financing, what you just asked, we wouldn't be where we are now, right? You know?
I love it. And it now it makes sense to me, because when I saw it, I was thinking it was the same thing, but we have never really gone into detail about that. But I always like to end each one of our podcasts with your little bit nuggets of advice that you always give the audience. So if I'm new to the business, I'm looking for a loan like you were, like you just gave the perfect example almost. You pretty much almost answered my question, but what's your nugget of advice to somebody who's just getting in the industry? They're trying to get a loan. And I mean, there's different ways to go about it, but where's your nugget?
Totally. You know, I would say, Alicia, that mindset is huge thing. First of all, you know, we put limitations, our capability of qualifying for the loan, to be truthful. So the biggest thing is the mind shift to say, hey, I'm going to meet with someone. Take that massive step to meet with that loan broker, like I just mentioned, you know, local branch. Look into wherever you are living, Google it and say apartment mortgager, right? Apartment loan mortgage, mortgage or loan broker is the word also. Okay. I love to pay 0.5% or 1% because they can write up a story. They can teach you what to do and how to do all the different things, business plan, how to put it together. So it's worth it for the first property to get a loan broker, and then educate yourself, right? And don't be limiting yourself, because the thing is property, they look at the property more, and you are look for the net worth, of course, because the bank doesn't want to give you a loan if you are going to run the property to the ground and things like that, and foreclosures might happen. So you could see their point too. But the big thing is taking that step, understanding it. It's not that hard. I can promise you that.
I love it. Well, Vinney, I know you're busy. I know you've always got tons of things to do. I really appreciate your time today. I actually have like 5 interviews I want to do on you, breaking up the loan process.
Totally.
I do. I literally, I was writing notes, guys, while at the back of my Christmas decorations.
And you know what?
It was still sitting on my desk.
Just to give a secret away to our audience, we got all kinds of handkerchiefs. So we're going to be changing that to different colors, and we can zip them all out in, a few settings. That's something else also. Some podcasters do it, and especially some very professional, busy people like Alicia and I, we try to do it. We give you the great, content, Please like us, subscribe to
Subscribe,
us,
comment, share.
Give us
Please
some
share on your
great
social media,
reviews.
guys.
You know, we got 357 reviews or something on our Syndication Made Easy podcast. So I'm very thankful to everybody. And please look at our book if you have not seen the book on Amazon, you know, and we are coming with the Spanish version also.
Yes.
It's Kindle, it's in audio. You can be driving and going to see your investors and learning the techniques. A lot of people are reaching out to me from all across the world, you know, about the book. I appreciate you all very, very much. We are coming with the second book. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I was going to say
Positivity brings profitability.
Profitability, yes. And I think it's right there. Bo and I just did the show and it was right there. Oh my gosh, there it is. Maybe I can give a little blurb. I'm just getting a little bit better in my advertising also. And by the way, we just opened a brand new company about digital branding 2030. Alicia, and I would like to talk to you if you would like to be part of it. I know my company in Pune, India is also being a part of it because it's all in branding. Your name, your company.
All about positioning.
It's all business. Nobody wants to talk to you unless they Google you or LinkedIn. They want to see your profile. So please reach out to Alicia and I and John, and we can put you in touch. And our company can help you to take you to the next level. I'm starting 4 more companies actually this January because I'm so passionate that we can bring education at a very, very low level. I mean,
low threshold.
Great education at low price point. So my goal is 500,000 people to touch this year. 500,000 across the globe. I know I can do it. And I will share with you in the few months and podcasts how I'm going to do it.
I love it. And it's so exciting to work with you. You're always motivating. Sometimes, guys, he wears me out. I can't keep up. I'm like, he's just always on his game, 100% all the time. Always positive. Love talking to you every week, Vinney. Thank you so much for being on the show again today. This is great.
So much. Bye-bye, guys. Please.
All right, guys. Till next time. Like, share, comment.
Come and see us. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Be sure to listen to Mr. Smiles next week with more golden nuggets and top-notch coaching tips. You can reach him by going to VinneyChopra.com or texting the word syndication to 474747. Be sure to like, comment, and share to show everyone how Mr. Smiles has brought your apartment syndication business to the next level.